Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug and I'm coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2. We're finishing up our run today from Linz to Casablanca hauling an 11-ton big container tank. Not the military tank, but be that as it may. Been an eventful weekend, I guess. I've been doing a lot more Diablo. You know what? If I can keep it straight enough, and I believe that I can, because backing up a long trailer is not as difficult as backing up a short trailer. I'm just going to top off the fuel, especially at, as I've mentioned before, Africa prices here. Oops, geared up a little too far, that's okay. There's that down 747 or whatever again. And we are not turning sharp enough because we're going too fast. There we go, that's alright. Yeah, but I've been doing well in Diablo. I really can't complain. My Barbarian, I've got a build now, and I'm geared. I can actually do Torment 3, maybe even Torment 4. Which is nice. And my Crusader is probably Torment 4 worthy. But I'm keeping around Torment 3 right now, trying to get a couple more pieces of a specific set. And then I have my Monk, who I have not started gearing yet. But I will get doing reasonably soon. I'm going to have to slow down fairly quickly here as there are speed cameras. I don't know if those are them, but and then it wants me to go even slower. And so we really don't have far to go. We're looking at a short video today, but I'm going to at least find the other trailer and hook it up. I was considering doing just a couple Diablo videos to show the builds I currently use, because they're actually pretty good, especially when you don't want to be gear dependent. Now, that's kind of an misleading saying, calling it not gear dependent. You know, some people say, well, you have really good gear, because in all due honesty, I have pretty good gear. But gear dependent does not mean having good gear for your build. Gear dependent means you specifically need certain items or certain sets or whatnot in order for the build to work properly. So if you don't have these certain items, then the build's either not going to work at peak efficiency or it's not going to work at all. So it's really important to go with those items. So that's what gear dependent means in terms of Diablo. It means you don't need certain items in order to make the build work. So the gear dependency just, makes out what level of difficulty you can do. High speed camera. So, like I said, I can do, I believe, Torment 3 on my Barbarian now. I believe I could do Torment 3 on my Crusader, and I don't know about my monk. I haven't really tested. I could probably just do Torment 1. If I'm just to be, like, completely honest. Because my monk does not have very good gear yet. I haven't played around with my monk, and the way the Diablo loot system works is it's very difficult to get gear that you can use on another character that doesn't use the same stats. So, like, a mage can find gear that a voodoo doctor might be able to use, and vice versa. But a barbarian is going to very, 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 very rarely, if ever, find gear that that same voodoo doctor can use, because all the stats and all the extra abilities on those items that you find are going to be geared towards the barbarian. So, in short, no matter what drops, it's going to have strength on it. Or the stat on it's going to be strength, vitality, going to have something to do with barbarian skills, going to have something to do with barbarian abilities, and things like that. So, this is only mildly dangerous, by the way. Passing on a blind hill. So, I kind of don't like that, but on the other hand, it's actually good, because there's also no auction house. They of course, a while ago ditched the auction house and the real money auction house because people were charging insanely outrageous prices for stuff. And I'm glad Diablo ditched that, Blizzard rather ditched that. And it especially didn't become a thing in places like World of Warcraft. But you also can't trade anymore. You can run with somebody, they find something, and they'll drop it, and they'll say, here, check this, see if you can use it. But other than that, you can't trade, People can't say, I have this, and you go, and you can trade them for it directly. They drop stuff, you pick it up. So that makes, like, trading with someone else very, somebody that you don't know or trust, very, very dangerous. And also, what else was I going to say? There was something else, but now I forget. Oh, they were going to do something like a trading post, where you put up your item that you have to trade, and then you put on it what you want, and I guess kind of what stats you were looking for, maybe what abilities and whatnot. And somebody would, trade an item for that. And, yeah, anyways, it didn't work out. It really didn't work out, which is kind of sad that Bunny was floating. It was kind of really sad that it didn't work out like that. So, the loot system is pretty much whatever drops is guaranteed to be for you. But, I don't know. I like the system that they have in place now, but I'd like it with anything can drop. The system they had before was terrible. It was completely terrible. Where legendaries would drop, and they would have random stats on them. So you could get a barbarian weapon with dexterity and intelligence and mage skills on it. And it was really horrible trying to find a decent item, unless it was very specific to a class, for you to use. You'd see mages running around with barbarian weapons because they had great mage stats on them. And it was ridiculous. No, I'd be much more interested in seeing you be able to get any kind of... This is why I should have been in the middle lane. But we didn't suffer too much. I'd really rather see where you could get any item drop, but whatever dropped would have, there'd be a lot of things that'd be designated for different classes, and they would have stats for those classes. So like if a legendary bow drops, it's going to have Demon Hunter stats on them. If a legendary two-handed axe drops, or two-handed mace, it could be for Barbarian or Crusader, and it would have the stats that benefit a Barbarian or Crusader, And then you could just more specific legendaries so that they match up with the classes that they belong to. So that way you get a little bit more randomization in the loot, because it's really that randomization that makes things a lot of fun. It's getting those drops that are for other classes. It allows you to take a powerful character and run it through powerful areas and help gear up a character that maybe is not so well geared. But I mean, it's not horrible, because whatever Paragon levels you get in the game, goes to every character. So no matter what character I log into, I always have those Paragon levels, and I gain the benefits of those Paragon levels, which is really cool. And on top of that, you only have to play through the story mode once. You only have to beat Act 5 once. And then once you do, you can continue playing in adventure mode. And you don't have to keep going through the story over and over and over and over again. You can do bounties, you can do rifts, and it's honestly a lot of fun. Oops. I think that's the first time I actually went on to the wrong button for throttle and brake. That's okay. So that is honestly really cool as well. It's just, whatever drops is going to be for the character you're on. That's not to say I haven't. I keep messing up the cruise control. Not like I have much further to go. I can't say I haven't found a worthy item for another character. That was really close. I lost my focus there for a minute. I can't say I haven't found another item for another character, because I have. I have found I believe a Demon Hunter chest piece. Not the Cinder Coat, which is, I believe, the most useful for people. But I have found a legendary Demon Hunter chest piece, and I found a mage staff, big two-handed mage staff. So that that does say that you can, on occasion, find. I love the two-dimensional buildings there. That was real cool. That fake background. You can find items that are geared specifically to other characters. It's just incredibly rare, and I don't know what constitutes it, if I'm to be honest with you. This is a very interesting town. I don't think I've ever been here before. Fake backdrop, the one we saw come in on 2 dimensions. I guess we gotta get outside the truck now. Honestly, we don't want to go too fast. We still have 12 kilometers to go. So this isn't the city we're delivering to. Just moving, dude. If that's a double lane turn up ahead, then I should be fine where I am. Except that I don't know if I'll actually make this stop or not. This light, I mean. Because the other car, you know, just the number of cars in front of me. It's not a, at least I don't think, oh yeah, it's a double lane, we're fine. Welcome to Casablanca. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I need to look down this road before I turn. I really... Okay. No, we're good. I thought this was a city I'd have actually been to before. This really shouldn't be this difficult to hike up here. Yeah, we're still kind of holding it in 7th here. Not a huge deal. The power of that engine versus an 11-ton load. What can you say? Checking to make sure I put the directional on. So is that where we're going? Nope. We still gotta go even further down, over the bridge even. Whoa, car. Easy. At least we're almost there. I don't want to go too fast because I gotta turn again. Plus there's a stoplight here. I'm just playing around. Oh, God, the loading. The loading. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. Please let me turn? No? Jerks. Well, there's one. Okay, there we go. And we're here. Alright, let's get inside and finish this up. Yeah, it's going to be a long backup just because. Even though I didn't need to make it so, because I knew I'd do something stupid like that. Way too fast. Too much angle. Mess it up. Now we're doing a fishtail back in. Fishtail. Once you start fishtailing, sometimes it can be really hard to recover. Not to mention this trailer's wide enough, it makes it really hard to see. Good enough. Excellent work. We made level 18, so we unlock another ADR. Nice. Lights off. Now we need to find a place to rest. Did we unlock some new stuff? Yes. I forgot to go and get the chassis. Just door steps and bull bars, which I'm not interested in. I forgot to go and download a new chassis for the truck. I'll do that next time. With 150,000, we need to buy. I really hope that that's not a dealership that'll crash me. If it is, there's this garage that'll crash me. There is alternate resting places. I'm gonna try for the garage because I'd like to repair. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom. Alright, now this garage should be fine. Quick repair. Let's rest. Okay. First I want to look at driver management. I want to look at Charles. Alright, he's full out on long distance, so now I'm just going to have him do a balanced. Okay, good. Now, truck dealers. I'm pretty sure we want... Iveco. Yeah, the 94,000. Just for our next truck is all. And then driver manager, recruitment agency, hire driver. Oh, we get a 1.7. That's nice. He doesn't have any long distance though. Everyone else is 0.8. You have that, that and that. That's actually not bad at all. And you have these three. That's not terrible either. We'll just hire Simon. Good. Okay. Company manager, driver manager. Simone, I want you focusing on long distance right now. Okay? Good. Now, let's see what our next job's going to be. Well, there's 26 ton of a couple boilers for 91,000. And that's actually a lot of... I did it again. That's actually a lot of I mean, I got to go ferry crossing, or train, all the way up into the United Kingdom. Although going to Liverpool could be an interesting trip. And this would get us more experience. And this is complete land driving. So this 86,000 does not subtract this and this. So you're looking at like 88, 89,000. Plus you get the bonus ADR class 1. And it's rush. And we stay in Africa. Have we been there, though, is the question. And the answer is yes. We've been to Tripolis. So we don't want to do a city we've been to. We haven't been to Liverpool. So the last one is these Saabs for 77,000 with one long ferry trip, some winding road, and this goes up to Hamburg, which we've been to. So it looks like we're going to do the boilers, and we're going to take a trip into the United Kingdom finally. So why don't we just go and pick that up now, just for the heck of it. I always, when I leave, got to make sure that my lights are on, my auxiliary and roof lights. Oh. Well, damn. I was not paying attention, if I'm to be honest with you. Sorry. No excuses. No excuses. But it's only 1%. We're not going to panic over it. Yeah, this is going back to where we got the first load. Yeah, I did that speed on purpose. It's late at night. There's little traffic. And you're not very likely to get a random speeding ticket, so... I still wish things were a little different in Euro Truck too. As I said, buying new trucks, you're not, especially starting out a company, you're not going to buy a brand new truck and give it to a new driver that you hire with very few skills. You're just not. Yep, there's the aluminum as well. Kind of figured that would be here. Most of the industrial pickups are at this point. Now it's a standardized trailer. How heavy is it? 26 tons. Alright. Standardized trailer, we don't need our lights. So we're not going to use the flashing lights. However, We will, at 26 tons, put our center axle down. Because I believe 25 tons is a good spot. 25 tons is a good spot to start thinking about putting that center point down. So, anyways, folks, that's going to be me done for this episode. I know it's a short episode today, but, you know, it's Monday. Nobody likes Mondays. Almost nobody. But, I don't know. You might see nothing big on Diablo. I won't make it a series. I just like to show the builds that I use to get to where I am. As I did in early Diablo. Just to show what I use to farm. When you can't have the best gear and use the best builds, these builds work fairly well. They are not unique. I did not come up with them on my own. I might have done a slight modification, but that's it. They're pretty much cookie cutter except for a few things that I felt work better for me. But keep an eye out. They may show up, they may not. But don't forget, by the way, to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, please. I enjoy hearing everything, even if I don't always respond. I do try to respond. You know, I do let you guys know that I appreciate everything. So please hit that subscribe and like button. Otherwise, this is going to be one big bug out. I'm going to be signing out, and I will see you next time.